Hey guys, welcome back to our YouTube channel. So I do have like a little different background setup today. I am sitting on the floor, one because I decided that I wanted to be closer to the lighting, which is my window on this side, because I have more lighting coming in from my room on this side. And I just didn't want to record with like the ring light today. I kind of wanted to give you guys like a better like lighting look. Besides that, I really wanted to show you guys how this foundation is going to look on the skin. So yes, as you guys already know because of the title of the video, I'm going to be trying out the new Colourpop Pretty Fresh Hydrating Foundation. I promise I have not used this foundation, and I wanted to show you guys how it's going to look on my skin for the first time like on camera. But when I bought it, I literally told my sister do not take it out of the box because I want to like show it off for the video, and she like totally forgot. So she like every time I buy stuff, like she doesn't like have like all the packaging in there, so she'll throw everything out. But I'm pretty sure you guys seen how the packaging looks like. If not, I will insert a picture right here. And I'm sorry if I keep looking this way. It kind of looks like I'm looking this way. I should be looking forward, but it's because I'm like recording on my phone. I couldn't find my camera today, so I was like, F it, like I'm just gonna record on my phone, and it looks pretty good. It doesn't look that bad. Before I get into the foundation, I'm gonna read to you guys a little bit what it says online. So to begin with, they do have 42 shades, which is pretty good, and it does retail for $16 online and in stores, which is not bad at all. Like, it's pretty good. I feel like Colourpop, it's like in the middle of like drugstore and like high-end makeup, which is a pretty good price. It's like in between, so I think it's a pretty good price for this size of foundation. And it does have 1.00 fluid ounces, just FYI. So it is supposed to give you a natural finish, and it's formulated with fruit extracts to enhance the look of skin by instantly hydrating and diminishing the look of fine lines while delivering hydration over time. So it does have also coconut water, which is really interesting. It says coconut water known to support hydration and skin softness. And I'm not going to read all the ingredients on there because it's not needed. You guys can go online. So it is like more of a natural foundation, basically like meant for the summer. Okay, and the shade that I picked up was medium 110W, and I try to like wing it as close as I could to my skin because I went to Ulta, and one, they didn't have a lot of shades because they sold out pretty quickly, and two, I did kind of tan. You probably can't see it, but I'm actually like lighter than this. I've tanned, not on purpose, but was on the sun for too long by accident, and this tan is taking a little longer than expected to like fade away. So I did get like a darker shade than usual. So I'm going to see how it applies on the skin. Either way, we're going to make it work. So if you guys want to know what I think about this foundation, if you guys want to see how it applies, then keep on watching. Okay, first things first, we're just going to prime. I'm going to prime my face with this Wet n Wild primer serum, and I've used it once or twice now, and it's pretty good. I like it. And mostly stood out to me, Laura, was because it was pink, and I'm obviously like obsessed with pink, as you guys can see. Look at my nails, I love them. But it is more of a serum, obviously, so it's very watery. Oh my god. Oh, it's like really watery because it makes me feel weird about it, but once you like apply it and then you just like let it dry, it starts getting tacky, so you feel like it's gonna work. Guess who wanted to be in the video? Oh, there's a fly. She's gonna go crazy. Oh hell no. It's a freaking wasp. Jesus Christ. And look at the precious baby. I love her so much, guys. There's a funny story to how I found her, but I love her so much, and I don't like cats, just for the record. I mean, nothing. What is it? You're smelling my freaking, I have like this like lip balm that smells like cherries, and she's smelling it. I love her so much, guys. Look at her. I freaking love her, and I really don't like cats, but I found her when she was like a little tiny baby, and I fell in love with her, and she like follows me everywhere. So let's go on to the fun part. So for the right side of my face, I am going to use a sponge, and then I'm going to use a brush on the left side of my face just so that I know how it applies differently. So we're going to see what I like the most and also show you guys how it applies. I'm going to do just like one pump, just like that. And it does like let out a lot of product. I just noticed that. That's like half a pump. Like I didn't squeeze it all the way, it's like halfway. So let's do this. Let's do half of my right side with the sponge first. And if you guys can already tell, it is a bit darker. Oh, I feel the hair somewhere and I'm going crazy. It is a bit darker than my actual skin tone on my face, but like I said, I do have like a little tan going on, so we're gonna make it work. I'm just gonna do this side. Do you guys hear all the bird noises in the background? My mom's like in her little meditational zone right now, so she likes to relax by listening to bird sounds. And I don't want to close the door because it starts getting too hot in here. But off the back, you guys can see how like glowy it looks. You can start seeing the difference. You can tell it's a little darker on this side, but we're gonna make it work because they didn't have my shade, and I didn't really want to order it online because with all the COVID, I don't know how long it's taking them to like process like orders, so I didn't want to wait that long because I'm already like late on this video. I've been trying to like film it like forever, but I really wanted to like test out this foundation for you guys on camera just so that you guys can see how it looks on my skin and how I apply it and how I wear it. And it's applying pretty good. Like it's pretty good. It blends pretty well. I'm not gonna apply anything on my lid because I already know I'm gonna prime my lids with like concealer, but this is half of my face already with the sponge, and you guys see how it looks. And the coverage so far looks pretty darn good. Like even though like it's a natural finish, like natural foundation, the coverage is pretty good. So let's go ahead and do the left side of my face. Again, I'm just gonna do like, that's like halfway. Do the left side. And you guys already saw that I have like a lot more like discoloration and acne marks on this side of my cheek, and they're gone. What the hell? Oh, that's pretty good. Okay, I'm getting too hyped already for this foundation and it's not even dry yet. Okay, that's really good, and I feel already like that's already enough product. Like I still have a lot more left, so it goes to show that you're not gonna need that much to begin with. It's supposed to give you like a more natural finish, but it still covers like a lot. Like you guys saw how my face looked before, and like I don't see anything. I don't see any of my, like barely like any of my acne scars. Like what the hell? And I already still have a lot, and I kind of don't even want to use all of it, but I'm gonna apply all of it just so that you guys can see. But wow, that just shows how like a little bit of product you need. Like you really don't need a lot, especially if you're using the brush. You guys know that you don't need a lot. Like literally a little bit will get you far. Oh my god, that is a lot of coverage for a natural finish foundation. There you have it so far. Like I'm a little darker, but it looks really good. Like the skin right now, I like how it looks. Like it looks like very like wet, dewy, and like it has very good coverage. Like I'm pretty, Hold on, because I'm just looking at the camera, but look how it looks on the mirror. Yeah, like I can just barely see, like, because I had like an acne scar that was really dark just right there. And I can barely see it. So far, the foundation is pretty good. Like, it has a pretty good coverage to it. And it doesn't feel like too heavy right now. I forgot the tip of my nose. So let's continue with the makeup. And I'm going to start seeing how like it starts wearing with the time. So I'm going to conceal. And I'm using the Colourpop Pretty Fresh Creamy Concealer. I had bought this before the foundation, like way before it came out. So I thought it was just right to use it. And by the way, I do have the shade, Jesus, I'm almost blind, Light 50W. It's probably gonna start lightening up my foundation a little bit more because of this concealer, obviously. I'm gonna put it on my lids because they're naked right now. I'm gonna bake with the Anastasia Beverly Hills loose powder, and this is in the shade Banana. Sponge. Why not? And I like to press it in the skin, obviously, so that it can soak in with the foundation a lot more. My freaking sandals are still sparkly. I need to move them out. Go for it. I don't really like bake on my forehead. I kind of just like push it into the skin. So I don't really like my forehead to look too white. So. Okay, so I'm gonna let it sit while I'm doing my eyebrows, and I will be right back with better looking eyebrows than these little. Okay, so eyebrows are on. Do they look the best? No. Do they look better than they were before? Yes. And I already dusted off the powder, and what my skin is looking like right now. I want to say it did get a little bit, and it's starting to oxidize just a little bit. So that's the only thing right now that I'm looking at. Contour with the Kylie bronzer, and I have the shade Tequila Tan. It's pretty use and abuse right now. Been really digging in that pan. Just make the tip look a lot more snatched because I have like a very narrow, extra narrow nose. It's really like slim for my hair, but my like little tip, it's like more out, so I like to make it look as narrow as possible. I'm using the Revolution blush, and this is in the shade Rose Kiss. It's very dark, but just apply like a little bit because I don't like to look too red. I don't like to look too clowny. If it's like a lighter or like more going into like a peach pink, then I will, but you guys see like it's already like a lot. Tip of my nose. And a little bit randomly on like my chin. Okay. So I'm not gonna do anything drastic like on my eyes, just because I really like don't want to like do anything like super dramatic, because I really want to pay attention more to the foundation than the eye makeup. So I'm gonna go in with my Huda Beauty palette, and I'm just gonna come up with a look right now. I don't know what I'm gonna do. It's just gonna be a look. Alright, we're getting somewhere. I hate like whenever I don't try for my makeup to look that good, it looks good, and then when I'm trying, I'm like, this makeup better look bomb. Like, I end up like not really loving it. It's the worst thing. I'm gonna go in with saffron bottom, make it look a little bit more summery. Just gonna put that here. Oh, I got scared. I thought it was like a shimmer color. I was gonna freak out because I didn't want a shimmer on the corners of my lid. The same color on my waterline. Let's do, should we do pink? Because there's no pink. Okay, let's just do pink, whatever. Pink eyeshadow, pink nails, pink shirt. Why not? And I'm gonna dust that off already. It's been sitting there long enough. And the nose looks a lot more snatched. Duh. So let me apply falsies and I will be right back. Okay, so I did apply the falsies and get into these falsies though. Like, I wish I could tell you guys what falsies they are, but I literally have like box where I just like, whenever I start using all the lashes and I get home and like I just don't know where they need to go, I just put them in one single box. So I'll go in there and like start picking and choosing which one I want to wear depending on the look. I did go ahead and apply a bit of white eyeliner at the bottom of my waterline just to kind of make my eyes look a little bit bigger and doll like, and that does that for me. So let's go ahead and do the lips. So I'm gonna line my lips with the Morphe Sweet Tea lip pencil. And for lips, I am going to go in with the Morphe lipstick. This is the matte lipstick shade in Honey. Okay, so we are done. I'm going to go ahead and spray my whole face with this facial prime and setting mist. I bought it at Marshall's. It's like, it stood out to me because I'm like obsessed with like rose water anything. I love how freaking rose water smells. Like, it's so addicting to me. She's, guys, over here having the best time of her life. She follows me everywhere. Like, if I go to the kitchen, she'll lay on the floor till I'm done to come back, and then she'll come back and like lay down here again. Okay, it's straight out. So, final thoughts on this foundation. To begin with, we all know it was not my shade. It's a lot darker. On camera, I feel like it looks pretty promising. Like, it looks very similar to my skin tone, and I feel like obviously with the concealer, it's gonna lighten up a little bit more. And I didn't even contour that much because I wanted to really like show you guys how the foundation looks on its own, kind of. But that was the first. Another thing that I did notice after a bit of wearing it, because as of now I probably have had it out for at least like an hour and 15 minutes, and it did oxidize just a little bit. It's not like too dramatic. So I'm really not like the person to like freak out on like foundations that oxidize, because it really doesn't oxidize as much, and you can always make it work with like a little bit of lighter powder or baking or concealer, obviously. So that was another thing. It still has that glow. I didn't put any highlighter on, just FYI, because I wanted you guys to see like that natural shine it already gives. So it does give like that little glowy look, but you don't look too shiny. Like some foundations that give like a natural glow or like a dewy look make you start looking oily. But another thing is that I originally do have like really dry skin, so like that's like a little heads up for you guys. I'm not sure how it wears on oily skin. If you have oily skin, I would love to know how it wears on you, but I have dry skin, so for me it's looking pretty fair. Again, I have like that little glow going on, and it doesn't feel like heavy, it doesn't feel cakey, it doesn't feel like it's gonna start like clumping up or anything like that. It feels pretty light to me. And the coverage, again, you guys saw, like, I was pretty impressed with the coverage. Like, I really thought like it was gonna be like more of a tint and it wasn't gonna cover a lot, because you guys originally saw how my face looked like in the beginning, and I did have like a lot of acne marks and everything, so it took care of that for the most part. The part where it settles in your lines didn't settle for me. Like, it looks pretty like smooth. I mean, you guys can see it looks pretty smooth, like just very like glowy, and it doesn't look cake. It looks very like just naturalish. Like, it looks very light, very like airbrush. So I honestly, I'm gonna say I love it. Like, I really will purchase it again, but a lighter shade this time. And I honestly really do like it. It's very good for what it gives you. It's very good. Like, it's not much, like, I can't really complain about a lot. I really like how it looks on my pores, and my pores still look pretty normal, because my pores usually tend to like look very big, but it didn't really settle on any of my expression lines. Well, I really don't have like expression lines, but I really like it. I do want to say it is pretty much like worth buying. It's only 16 bucks, so I think it's pretty promising. I really do like this foundation, and I will purchase it again, and I'm happy because my skin looks really good right now. Alright guys, so this concludes the end of this video trying out the new Colourpop Pretty Fresh foundation. Again, I really liked it. I do recommend it. Looks very good on the skin. It's perfect for the summer times, really lightweight, so I would definitely buy it again and again and again. Once again, like always, don't forget to like, subscribe, give me a comment down below on your thoughts on this foundation if you bought it already, or if you have oily skin, I would like to know how that like wears on your skin, because like I said, I have dry skin, so far it doesn't look so bad on me. But if you have oily skin, I would want to know if it gets like too oily on your skin, or if it just looks pretty, you know, as well. So again, I will see you back in our next video.